like that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Hello, that's the Jag calling. Let me click over real quick to let my dough clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my...
The Music City Miracle 20 years later.
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. This is fielded at the goal line. Not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Josh Allen bringing out the Buffalo Bills offense, and this crew 3-0 after defeating Cincinnati in Week 3, 21-17. Allen in that game, 243 yards, did throw a pick, but also a touchdown, and he has led them to a 3-0 start. I don't know that many people saw that coming.
I agree with you totally, but people believe in Josh Allen, and you remember when he got drafted, there was so much talk about his accuracy throwing the football. Almost no talk about his ability to run the football. We've actually seen the accuracy, good, and the ability to run the football, great. Last year, always a threat to go over 100 yards, and now he's using his legs to create extra opportunities to throw the ball downfield. Look out. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And this offense sometimes is predicated on the ageless wonder, Frank Gore.
And he wants to be a guy with limitless carries. Frank Gore gets better and better with each carry, really batters defenses with his inside running.
On 2nd and 9, Allen, and the grab by Croft. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 75 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Allen with a throw caught by Beasley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Allen, sliding out of the pocket. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Titans under second-year head coach Mike Vrabel. They'll be led out by their quarterback. Out of Oregon, it's Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota's skill set can help continue to evolve the position of quarterback in the NFL because his ability to run with the football, you may not utilize it as little as other coaches have in the past. You may emphasize that part of the game a little bit more.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And we roll now on the graphics for the offensive starters.
Let's take a look at the left tackle, Taylor Lewan. A big, gregarious guy with great athletic ability. Plays the game with a little bit of an edge. In fact, he doesn't play to the whistle. He plays to the echo of the whistle.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Being chased out left. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down. Just need to be strong against the run in this one.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. From just shy of midfield, Mariota. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. Here's Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Gore hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. The 40. The 30, past the 20, and he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that, in a great play for that defensive unit. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you've got a talented back, give it back to him.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Jones last year led the Bills, 652 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, more than doubled his production from 2017. Now they're hoping for an even bigger bump this year. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doesn't take any great analysis on my part. It's been pretty obvious. Last couple of plays, these guys have been going in the wrong direction.
Offensive line overwhelmed on those plays. Now, I think it's safe to say going to the air here on 3rd. And this one caught by Beasley. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Tennessee's offense coming back out here on the field, and last week not a good week for Tennessee, Charles. The 20-7 loss to Jacksonville. What was really troubling, Marcus Mariota sacked 9 times in that game.
And this offensive line knew going into the season that Taylor Lewan, their starting left tackle, would not be available for the first 4 games. So the preseason understanding that, making their adjustments, those adjustments didn't help them at all.
Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, he'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mariota, he's going to rifle one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing, Mariota. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And Oliver in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. But they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now it's the backup Tannehill. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check. They're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
53-19.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete to Croft. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Gore. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Let's get it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
Flushed out right. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That'll be marked as a 20. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Tannehill. He'll buy some time right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. T.J. Yeldon. An 80-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Tannehill now to throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill, and an alley to run. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36.
All right, partner, I'm a defender. I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Steps away to his left, and an alley to run. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
They'll run it again with Henry. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Man, it is a cruel game sometimes, as evidenced by that kick right there.
Yeah, this game has no remorse at times, does it? I have a feeling that when this left his foot, he thought he'd given his guys the lead, but that ball just kept moving on him. And in the end, you heard the sound, and he's denied by the goalposts.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. This complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and choose some clock with Gore. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bills on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw, Allen. And that will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
So well done there, and these punters, and
that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football, they're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. It's caught by Davis. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henry. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Pilot, 64. Ready.
He's back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2.
61, match box, right, deep rip.
Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now down 21-14, 43 seconds to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Allen to throw. Jones has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. They'll look to throw. He hits Beasley right side. A good pickup there, a 22. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. That one was intended for John Brown, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game.